It's almost time. Tomorrow is my surgery, and I'm mostly really excited to get it over with and to have a flat chest and be able to wear stuff I've never been able to wear before, which sounds really shallow, but it's all kind of wrapped up in body image and how much I've really not enjoyed having the big tatas for the past decades. So, that's a very positive thing about all this. A little nervous about the IV thing because it's just a phobia of mine, and there's no specific, I'm not worried about anything happening. Although the last time I had an IV, my hand got pretty bruised. That was really unpleasant. But whatever, painkillers, Advil, Tylenol, will do fine. And I took one of my husband's socks and I cut the leg part off of it so I could make a little cuff to put over top of it, just so I don't have to look at it so much because it really freaks me out. Other than that, just, I acknowledge that there are risks that, there's risk that you don't wake up, because any general surgery, there's risks of infection. There's risks that they'll find something they didn't expect, like that it's spread, or something like that. I'm aware of all of these risks, but I trust my surgeon. I trust the cancer center has been amazing so far. Boy, do I feel lucky to live only an hour away from a comprehensive cancer center. And, have been they've scheduled me for occupational therapy. I don't have to make any of these calls. I don't have to remember any of that stuff, really. There have been very few phone calls I've had to make a note to myself to make because they've been in touch about everything. They've scheduled 3 sessions of occupational therapy for me coming up. They've scheduled my genetic counseling, which I had this morning, and the genetic counselor, Nick, will take care of getting the prior authorization and scheduling the blood draw for one of the times that I'm already down there. And they are gonna, so I guess this is as good a time as any to explain the genetic testing. They don't really know whether the genetics are a risk factor for me or are the driver behind why I have the cancer, but I am 50% Ashkenazi Jew, and so there's an elevated chance that there's a genetic risk. And if there is a genetic risk, it could put me at a higher risk for other kinds of cancers, such as ovarian or pancreatic. And it would also be good for my biological brother and his biological son to be aware if there's a risk of any of those things, because those can also be things that they need to track. So if there's a positive result for the ovarian genetic mutation, then they will refer me to gynecologic oncology to discuss having my ovaries and my fallopian tubes removed. And if there's a GI mutation that could affect pancreatic cancer, then they'll refer me to a GI oncologist about treatment for that. So I know that both of those cancers are particularly nasty, so I'm all on board with whatever we have to do to prevent that if we need to. Anyway, so that's going to happen at some point. What else have they lined up? I guess that's everything. And then the follow-up for the surgery they've arranged for a couple weeks from now. In the meantime, I will be having Tracy, my professional organizer / friend, come over and help me go through the rest of my clothes to see what I can wear without alteration, without having to replace it, which I'm not sure is going to be a lot in terms of tops and dresses, but we're going to find out. We did find that there are a couple of dresses that I have that I really have not felt comfortable wearing because I don't have an appropriate bra because they have like a racer back. very excited to be able to wear those because I really love them. Anyway, so she's going to come help me do that a couple weeks after the surgery, but before I have to go anywhere, so I'll have some idea. Packages have been arriving from Amazon and Etsy and Sleep Again, and got the pillows set up today. My husband is going to shake them to fluff them up because they were wildly compressed for shipping, which is just brilliant. I don't know who came up with that, but it was a good idea. And there's a sheet that comes, a custom fitted sheet that comes to go over the whole system, straps that hold it all together. So even if I try to toss and turn, I won't knock things off the sofa where I'm sleeping. And I got mastectomy pillow and seatbelt pillow, drain waist belt things to hold the drains. What else came yesterday? I think that's everything that came yesterday. And then today I'm expecting some front clothes tops and hoodies, just lightweight stuff because I really don't have much in the way of front clothes stuff. And I bought a couple of extra bottles of Advil and Tylenol so that I can have them in the living room and downstairs where I'll be sleeping, so I won't have to plan anything ahead to have those with me. And, little things like that. So feeling pretty ready, and I should get a call this afternoon telling me what time I need to be there for surgery. And nothing but clear liquids after midnight tonight. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'll probably do more videos before then, but soon. No more tatas. Bye.